Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Community Tier List 3 Team Tournament. Today, we're playing Round 5 against Minwerdi, who is a little bit of a nemesis for me, as I believe they were my Round 1 loss in the previous Standard Tournament. So, this is a little bit of a redemption battle, so to speak, for me. Even though we are in a completely different format that I'm definitely having a little bit more success with than the prior one. Both of us are currently setting up and I think recording intros or whatever right now. And so we aren't going to have too much of a downtime before we get right into it. And let's go into game. I will be leading my Congeal team for game 1. I think it's just like my most comfy overall game 1. I kind of know what I'm doing, both going first or second with this team. And it's just like a nice, generally useful team because attacking the mana can really just suppress your opponent's game plan in a lot of scenarios. And unlike something like Burn, that has a little bit more positions where it can be favored or unfavored. I think the Chill team is just a little bit more neutral to the field as a whole. So we'll be leading the Chill team. Minwerdi's teams are... I know that we might be playing a Chill mirror, which that sounds probably awful. So we have a smithing team, which I'm not familiar. Armtail, Drakenov, Worm, Kame, Mimic, Goblin King. This feels like several mons that have blacksmithing, maybe, or have, like, I think there's a smithing buff skill. Could be something around that, but it looks like kind of just a generic buff, maybe kind of charge buff style team. We have a Chill team. Yaoi, Aklu, Wolf, Nautilid, Ice Blob, Mogwai. So where I have Arakilich, Dracozul, my opponent has elected to go Mogwai, Nautilid, which will be interesting. I don't know. I guess maybe a little bit less Congeal focused, although I think he's still has about as many Congeal users as I do. And then a Shock team with Keeling, Crackle, Eagle, Beatloid, Goblin Warlock, and Terradrial, which... I don't know, I've never been impressed by Shock. Shock is always kind of whatever to me. I've tried playing it in the past, and it always just feels a little underwhelming, so... I don't know. Could just be that I'm bad. Could just be that the team is a little meh. But we have a game code, so let's get into it. First turn random. Alright. Alright. So, we have Smithing versus Chill. So that's a Grey Pearl Worm. I think it might be a Light Shift. I'm terrible with the worm. I think I'm gonna lead Whale here and keep the wolf in the back. Ah, yes, my favorite worm. I recently finished a Bravery, Nuzlocke, Permadeath, all the modifiers that you can think of. And one of my 2 deaths was to a worm, literally, oh no, it might have been my only death, was just to a worm one-shotting one of my mons. And I do think I want to try to get this worm out of here. I mean, I'm kind of just interested in getting this worm out of here. That's already close to a kill if no dodges happen. And that's not counting bleed procs, potentially. Oh yeah, we're out of here. Let's get that worm dead. Worm is kind of the gamble factor, where if you leave it alive, it might just randomly explode one of your mons. And I'm not particularly here for that today. Mimic, however, will just explode a mon every turn, pretty much no matter what. My Occulute does technically have Sea Rage. I'm not really focused on it, but I don't think it'll do better damage than my other options, so we could also try to go for the Drakenov, but oh, okay. That was some pretty gnarly damage, but not the worst. We can bounce back from that. Yeah, Sea Rage isn't looking promising. We might send the Aqua Blast then on the Mimic. Or I kind of do just want to get rid of this Drakenov. Let's go Snowveil here. Drakenov is a big buffer. So, and Armtail is actually kind of annoying too. Armtail is going to be easier to get off the field, I think. That Drakenov is so thick. Jesus, okay, we almost zeroed the Armtail in one turn. Yeah, so I'm gonna hope that we can get some work done with the chills, the mana suppression, maybe reducing the amount of damage income towards my team. While we work this team down. Oh, big block from Yowie. Love it. Absolutely love it. And I think I'm gonna repeat last turn to get this Armtail out of here. The Mimic's mana is looking pretty bad. Only a half a bar. I don't know. I guess I need to inspect the Mimic because I don't know whether it's mana ring. So it could just be that the mana pool is really, really large. It's always hard to tell, but we know it's Light Shift, so it has 4 accessories, presumably all rings, maybe 3 rings and one other option, like a fin or something that's just good on Mimic. Okay, I think I stay with a defensive support in the front. I don't think I want the Wolf out yet. It does have 364 mana. Okay. God, his mana total... yeah, I guess it's a blacksmithing team, right? Like, their totals are gonna be obscenely high. That Mimic does need to go. I think we're going to combo build on Drakenov. And then we're going to Snowveil on Mimic. that Mimic's mana is looking horrible. And we've got the wounds in play, so we can really try to push the advantage now. We are quite well stacked on defensive buffs. Multiple barriers all over the place. Woo-hoo-hoo! Holy! My god. Wowzer, that was a lot of fucking damage. I almost want to send at the Mimic with both to try to get this guy out of here. Okay. I might lose my Drakenov, but we still got 2 DPS in the back. Or not Drakenov, Drakazul. I don't have the best support to buff up a wolf now, but... I think Goblin is probably the main focus. Which actually plays pretty well into my team. Yeah, I just don't think Templar is what we're looking for here. I think we want to just put maximum pressure directly onto this Goblin King. Dead. Okay. I think we've got it in the bag here. Yeah, neither of these should have revive. Kame is the only one I'm unsure about, because I don't use Kame often. I have used Drakenov in the past. But I should be able to push this through. We're going to go to full shield here. Kame's gone. And we have a GG in chat. We'll take the gravity kill for fun. Alright, so that's game 1. We are done with our chill team. I don't remember if I've saved them recently, so I'm just going to update them, and let's get our burn team. The key here... Actually, this is almost... Is this dangerous? I only actually have 2... Because I do know that Min has a chill team of his own in the back. I might need to bring... I'm gonna do resto on King Blob. I think only. There's a good chance I'm gonna lead the King Blob. Right, so client will start, or I assume client will start. Guess I should actually ask that before I make the room. Min must be making some big changes then. Or really trying to think about how to counter comp me. I wonder how long that planes has been on my floor. Whoops. Must have fell off my desk. When you have magic cards somewhat all over your desk, not as bad as it used to be, but kind of. Okay, we might just be joining Min's room when Min is ready, because still don't have a response to first or second yet. I hope their like computer didn't like blue screen or something. But usually you at least have a response by now. Min could be really cooking here. I'll try first again. Okay, so client starts. Alright. So we are going to try with my burn team with the dark magma pillar. Maybe I should be going light magma pillar when I'm first. Okay, so we have the shock team. Okay. That is kinda dope. I think I'm gonna lead with this. So this is like half a supremacy comp too. Which is kind of interesting. Glory barrier channel sidekick. I think we'll just go with this setup for now. We got pretty good turn 1 burn. Good lord. The proliferate cleanse. It's so annoying. Yeah, we are definitely like a borderline supremacy comp here. Which is actually kind of terrifying, because it means their damage output's never going to be low. Woo! Damn! Okay. So I could gamble on the goblin kill. I could damn near get the Beetloid kill. I could play safe. I don't think I have room to play safe in this matchup, though. Alright. Because the pressure that this team is going to exert on me is pretty high. Although, with it being shock, do I just stop cleansing? And, like, remove the potency of what they're capable of doing? Alright, let's start fishing. We'll go Dragon Skin this turn just to get the charge stacks. Did I forget to give him... Oh. Did I respec him and accidentally forget to put meditation back on? That might be bad. Because at some point, like, all the debuffs will be here, and I just have to beat the debuffs that are already in play. Because they're not going to get any worse, and it's only shock. And honestly, most of Thunderstrike's damage is very upfront. Okay, Beat Lloyd can die. I don't want to leave Terradryle, but I kind of want to take a kill. And that's a multi-sorcery out of here. If I get some chip on Terradryle, I can threaten a kill later. Okay, yeah. We have 7 shocks, which, like, that's the worst it's gonna be, right? Like, at some point, you can't apply more debuffs to me. And if your damage output isn't satisfactory, while I'm at full debuffs, then I'm just going to stop cleansing them. It does make... Ooh, okay. Damn. I think I go Magma Pillar here. Although the mana is kind of a problem. Because I'm constantly getting cleansed off. I think I'm gonna go for... I think I go for Keelan. A little bit of a low roll from Magma Pillar. I was expecting a bit better debuff application off of that turn, but... I have 3 mons at full health, full shields. And I have an opponent that's bleeding out profusely. And down a mon. I think I'm okay where I am right now. Because the Terradryle is truly the scary one. I just need to keep Life Channel up. And I guess I can keep clicking FO onto my little buddy. Arcane Bolt is still 8 hits. At this point, we're just going to take the Terradryle out because it's scary. And now I believe we need to go for Eagle because it has Revive, I think. Alright, so if I get this game, I'm expecting Min to go into chill. But could run back a different team. Whew. God, the amount of combo is just insane. Eagle is the scary one, but it's currently unbuffed. I really don't want to click restore, but I should. And that's pretty promising start damage-wise to Eagle, so let's go. Not really doing well with the burns, though. I definitely made a choice leaving the Keelan the whole match, but I think I'm still okay with that decision. Okay, now putting a little bit of pressure to make me want to do some stuff. Okay. Little guy is not blinded or anything. So we're going to get a nice round of buffs on my cat. Okay. Taunt finally happening. A little annoying, but what can you do? Min doesn't exactly have, like... Actually, I guess does have pretty good recovery. I guess, yeah, it's all, like, on attack healing. It's a little ridiculous how much healing that they're getting without taking healing actions. Woohoo! Okay. I think it's time for the horse to die. I think Eagle has revive, but reviving the Keelan without all of its buffs is at least still a massive move in the right direction. It's also the strongest attacker not attacking, which I can work with for a turn. I guess I'm gonna go for Aerial Strike and hope this hits. Alright, PA is down. That Thunder Strike was kind of brutal last turn, though. Isn't a lot that I can do to wither this. At this point, it's kind of a race. Good lord. Wow, okay. Holy shit. That is a turn of not doing damage. I don't know if I can sustain through this much longer. I guess the saving grace is I believe I still have my PA. I'm not actually sure on that, because that thunderstorm was a little ridiculous. I don't know how people make Eagle do damage, because, like, there's no buffs here. There's no buffs, and that Eagle is outputting that much damage. I can't even do that much damage with an Eagle with 7 sorceries on it. That's frustrating. Okay. At least I don't have to deal with that team again. Everybody is properly set up. I'm really trying to think, like, what I did wrong in that game. I definitely had, like, a very solid lead with the oven. Maybe I needed to bring the Griffin early. I was too afraid of Terradrell just one-shotting Griff. But if I had Griffin earlier, Griff could have ramped up harder. I mean, it also just could actually be down to that one taunt. That one taunt keeping me from getting the Eagle off the field earlier. Maybe I should have gone for Keelan more aggressively so that I could actually preserve my buffs. Although Crackle also has, like, I think 2 instances of cleanse, so it's not like I'm keeping my buffs regardless. I don't know. That's a rough one. Okay, I was correct in expecting chill. Alright. We are going to lead very aggressively. As that is the correct way. Oh, wow, okay. That is a choice. Do I want the tether? No. I want to try to close this up fast. So I can take a kill? I think I take a kill. Try to kill the damage dealer. That's what I know how to do. Blow up the DPS. Light Whale. Alright. lifelink. So definitely going to be a crit whale that has some sustain built in. Oh, you know what? The chill is actually probably a bad matchup for this team. Now that I think about it. Because this team is maybe a bit greedy on the mana. Yeah, already it's looking pretty bad as far as, yeah, that's really bad. Yeah, the mana sustain is gonna kill me in this. So many chills so fast. Yeah, I don't know how consistently I can actually output damage. Oh, okay. Yeah, holy crap. I can't even click a fucking AoE. Good God. Oh, that's the right one. I need to take a little bit of a turn off, I guess. This is not a good matchup. Yeah, I definitely underestimated how bad this matchup was. I did not think about how razor thin the margins on this team's mana are. Because this team is really trying to just go real hard, real fast, and then that's about it. I can't click AoEs, which is crippling me right now. Yeah, not being able to Hades. Yeah, this is just bad. So we have the blacksmithing team left in the back. And then I have Burn and Supremacy. I think I can reasonably beat the smithing team with both of these. But this is brutal. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm good to just go to the next one. I think that was a real counter comp that I do not have an answer for. Yeah, this team cannot play with chill. Okay, that's fine. That is a abysmal matchup, I think. I do think we will run it back, though. Take supremacy on the play. I'm more confident in getting a win going second with Burn than I am getting a win with this team going second. It can happen, but this team is a little live fast, die hard. Although going second with this team means I get 3 attacks on turn 1. I still think this team is better going first. That was, I truly think, just a really bad matchup. And I don't think there's anything that I would have done that would have made that better. But it's fine. That damn second game is still feeling really, really haunting now. I really felt like I should have been up 2-0. I just don't really know what I could have done different on that one. So, alright, let's focus on this one then. Okay, so this is the team with the 3 physical resistant, or 3 physical weakness. Okay, we have the turn 1 Mimic. I'm gonna Sticky Web this time, because this is a very damage-focused team. I would like to remove this Mimic if possible. So we know Kame is a little bit of a hybrid. The Drakenov is predominantly a support. The Tail is a support, and the other 3 are pure DPS. Although I suppose Worm could theoretically be a hybrid. We're gonna be... yeah. That's fucking... oh, he does already have 7 might. Okay. Jesus Christ. I don't have physical attackers anymore, so now we are playing on hard mode. This is an uncomfortable race. I'm kind of happy to see that position because I don't... What AoE does Goblin King have? He might not go for an AoE. He might just go for a single target. I assume probably trying to get my Oculus off the field. No. Interesting. Yeah, this is brutal. Not having any ability to punch weaknesses now. Maybe I did need to leave lava blob in the back. I don't know. Good lord, okay. I wasn't aware that thing could also just masquerade as a friggin' Thanatos Light. Yeah, that's just not enough damage on the goblin. Now for the amount of healing that they have. Oh yeah, and we have Wonder Potion. Lovely. That's gonna be hard to deal with. I need, like, Fatal Cut Miss. If we go for that. Good lord, okay. We don't have a revive anymore. I think this is over. I forgot that the tackle was there. God damn it. I might have had an answer to the goblin the whole time, and I just forgot about it. Because I've never needed that tackle. Fuck. Yeah. That tackle was probably the answer. Go third with Keelan. Build up combo and then send a big fat tackle right at the goblin. Yeah. If that had more oomph behind it, I think we would have actually gotten the goblin back. Damn it. Fuck. Yeah, I just totally forgot about that. God damn it. Does it actually show? Oh, like, am I just fucking dumb? Actually, I could just do it in Infinity Arena. Yeah, it does. I just missed the fact that both symbols are there. God damn it. Alright, well, that's the end of the tournament for me then. With this being round 5 and me being 2 and 3, I should not make top 8. That damn second game is gonna haunt me for a while. Like I can deal with the last game there because that team is kind of hard for this one anyways. The smithing team is a lot more vulnerable to the other two teams because I have better mixed attacking. But this team is very, very heavy magic. Well, shit. Alright, well, that's it for me then. Well, I'm presuming it'll be a little bit before we have another tournament. I'm definitely looking at the Power World 1.0 release on, I guess it's probably going to be Thursday for Americans. Because I think Pocket Pair generally updates off of Japan time. So it'll more than likely be like evening Thursday. So I may start making videos for Power World. I may just opt to stream it instead. Gonna kind of have to see. Even with the pretty notable PC upgrade, my PC definitely still seems to have a little bit of trouble streaming some more performance-intensive games. So we'll have to see. But at least as far as Monster Sanctuary is concerned, that's the end for this one. Yeah. I want to do more Monster Sanctuary content, but I want to do, like, I would love if we had, like, an actual randomizer and not just what we have in game. Like, where trees are even randomized. I think that would be a lot of fun, but I can't really find a good mod that does it well. So, I haven't really, like, bothered doing that for right now. If you know, please, like, either comment or message me on Discord. Most of you have my Discord via the PvP community, so I'm definitely interested in trying that, or if you're developing that kind of a mod, I would happily help test it for you, potentially, because I love randomizers. That's a lot of where I got my start in, and I'm working on thinking about going back to some stuff like Final Fantasy randomizers, Dragon Quest randomizers, kind of dipping my toe back into the stuff that I was known for a while, and then mixing in other stuff along the way. But yep, that's gonna be the end of this one. Thank you guys for hanging out through these 5 videos, and I will see you at the next tournament.